that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Fans of all things Batman have no shortage of portrayals of their favorite Caped Crusader. Both Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck donned the cowl for this year's The Flash movie, and 2022 saw Robert Pattinson playing a more serious and gritty version of the character in The Batman. It can all leave fans feeling a little confused about Batman's future, but there's no reason that all of these Batman iterations can't coexist within James Gunn and Peter Safran's new DCU. In this era of cinematic universes, both profitable, the MCU, and abortive, the Dark Universe, the DCEU has had notoriously a rocky run, with the original continuity established by Zack Snyder's Man of Steel and Batman v Superman now upended. The role Batman will play in the 10-year plan Gunn and Safran now manage remains murky at best. Matt Reeves' The Batman was a huge success, with Robert Pattinson's incarnation of the Dark Knight a hit with fans and critics alike. Reeves' long-term DC projects appear to be safe, as does Todd Phillips' hit film The Joker with its continuity, but we still don't know much about the Batman and who will be considered the prime Batman of the new DCU. Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav telegraphed the changes coming to the DCU when he slated, there's not going to be 4 Batmans. Zaslav, Gunn, and Safran understandably want to focus on a new universe of their own, and the success of the Batman makes its continuity a logical choice. Still, if one of Warner DC's goals is to distinguish the gestating cinematic universe from the MCU, this decision counts as a missed opportunity, I feel like. There have always been multiple versions of characters like Batman in the comic books. As I say this, the ongoing comic series featuring the character's universe includes Batman Urban Legends, I Am Batman, Batgirls, Tim Drake Robin, and Batman Incorporated. Some recent standout multiversal spins on Batman are The Batman Who Laughs, centered on a darker alternate reality version of Bruce Wayne who merged with the Joker to become the insane titular supervillain, and Batman White Knight, which follows a seemingly cured Joker who becomes a politician and sets out to save the city from Batman. Within this expected context for the character, why can't we have 4 Batmans? There is a valid argument that this approach could dilute the Batman IP and diminish its commercial prospects. But the opposite is true, I feel like. With Batman perhaps more than any other major superhero character, fans are used to seeing a new actor don the cape and cowl every few years. Committing to more than one cinematic Bat universe would be true to the spirit of the character's origins. Now, I know some people might disagree with me, and even I might counter argument my own, valid takes on, different actors portraying the character. But if they wanted to do it, I think they can pull it off if they wanted to do it. And after all, we already have 3 established Batman fresh in our collective recent memory. Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck's underappreciated turn in the now abandoned Snyderverse, and Michael Keaton in The Flash. With smart, savvy marketing and plenty of room between release dates, the rumored Keaton solo film, which I don't think is going to happen anymore now, the sequel to The Batman, and even Affleck's possible, maybe, we don't know, directing future in the DCU, it can be successful. Beyond the multiple possible continuities, and by extension, multiple Batman franchises, embracing a multiverse would distinguish the DCU from its great competitor, which is the MCU. Because right now, the MCU is kind of in the shitter right now. In an alternate dimension not far removed from ours, 2005's Batman Begins and 2006 Superman Returns kicked off DC's cinematic universe, getting the jump on Marvel Studios by a couple of years. This did not happen, of course, and in 2012, the MCU's Phase 1 culminated in the massive success of The Avengers, while DC and Warner Brothers faced the end of Christopher Nolan's Bat trilogy with The Dark Knight Rises. All of this arguably amounted to a missed opportunity as well. Bat fans are not sorry Nolan's films exist, but allowing Christian Bale's Batman to be the only superhero of that universe put DC family behind the 8 ball, which, again, you can blame Nolan for that, but it is what it is. This is Jim Carrey's Riddler from Batman Forever talking, not me. For each of the big and small screen faces who have played the character, Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Bale, Affleck, Pattinson, we get a slightly different version of a very familiar tune. From the cheerful Caped Crusader from the camped 60s TV show to Pattinson'S mega brooding, Kurt Cobain inspired Something in the Rain incarnation, each actor in each entry brings a new dimension to The Dark Knight. Some are obviously more memorable than others, but fans can always expect something different, which is why I think Batman, for me, for the most part, is always the most adaptable when it comes to animation, comics, video games. You can do so much, and you can change Batman in so many different variations and yet keep the essence. And it always works for the most part. You can't really do that with Superman. Like, Superman, for me, always has to stick to a certain look, to a certain code, to a certain essence. Like, you can't really change Superman all that much. But with Batman, you can do so much with that character. What if we had a Batman Beyond series following an aging Bruce Wayne as he trains a newcomer to don the cowl? Concurrently, we follow Affleck's middle-aged Dark Knight as he navigates a revamped version of the Snyderverse. Meanwhile, the Penguin series on HBO Max spawns other limited series fleshing out the Matt Reeves fascinating, expansive Gotham City in between future installments. These are just known possible bats as we can conjecture about who knows what Gunn and Safran plans to introduce. So, like I said, there is a multitude of possibilities that James Gunn, Peter Safran, and David Zaslav can look into if they want to and expand on each Batman, Michael Keaton's, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson's. Now, will they do that? Probably not. But can they do that? Absolutely. Can they make it work with James Gunn and Peter Safran? Absolutely. But again, I think it would be cool, but we just have to wait and see. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth out.
I'll suck his dick. He don't even have to ask me.
Shit. Oh my